Look, first of all, I want to say Hero Marine looks really good.
Yeah.
In general. Because like we were saying earlier, I feel like Ryun is like the best TvT in the world right now. But Hero Marine is totally his own. It's just like every time Ryun has a fight, he just splits his Marines and tanks perfectly.
Right,
he just never has a bad engage. So it was a super close match, but yeah, 1-0 right now for Ryun.
Yeah. So we can check in now that we don't have laptop 2. We'll have to go to laptop 1 and see what is going on there. You currently have Solo versus Hero.
Anytime right now, Katowice. There's a lot of adepts in the main base. Katowice, take it away.
Nope.
Okay. Anyway. No, Hero, once again, just doing what Hero has been doing all day long. He's making adepts, and more adepts. He won game number 1. Which really wasn't a clean game at all. Like, I'd love to give him more credits, and I mean, taking a map of Solar, he deserves credits, but he lost an Archon in, like, the Archon Prism harassment. He lost, like, 15 probes against the Link drop. This game already, he's lost 11 probes just against simple Link run-bys, but he's making a lot of adepts, and he... Well, I don't think he's going to make it work this game. He somehow won game number 1, but this one, even though his adepts are magic, I'd be surprised if he kills all the drones and then all the roaches, but obviously, as always, I'll keep you posted.
So current scores, 1-0 to Hero against Solar, and 1-0 to Ryung against Marine, even though it was close, you were saying Tasteless.
Yeah, very close. I think there's still a chance that Ryung could be upset and defeated here.
Maybe.
Sure.
That game was amazing, though.
I know.
That was such a good game. It was hard for me to even watch what was happening on the laptop because I'm like, there's too many StarCraft games. I basically have no idea what's going on. There's StarCraft everywhere.
No, it's insane. How on earth is a Snute that's playing that well 0 and 3 in this group?
Right.
That
I
does
know,
not make
right?
any sense
So
at
weird.
all. 'Cause I don't think Byun played poor there. I think Snute just played great. What Todd said, and I can definitely get behind that, is we all know how much pressure Snute likes to put on himself.
Yes.
Now he's 0-3. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to play some StarCraft like it's any other game. And then suddenly he can play up to and live up to his full potential. Amazing game all around. And this group is so wide open because Ryung, even though he's beating Hero Marine, Ryung just lost against Solar. Solar is right now losing to Hero, who lost to Byun, who lost to Ryung. Like, what on earth is going on over here? Like, this is weird.
Well, overall, Tasteless, do you think that Snute can continue on that path if he brings out similar games to that last
Well, you know, it's interesting sometimes because it's always about the psychology of the player, really. Like, I think that game we saw from him was like inspirational. So I would hope that he can keep it up. But I think sometimes Snute's worst enemy is himself. So let's see.
See if he can vanquish that indeed. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We'll check in with you in just a moment's time. For now, though, we go back to game number 2 here between Snute and Byun.
StarCraft on the left, StarCraft on the right, and StarCraft in the middle as well, Pig. Surrounded by StarCraft. That is exactly the way I like to be.
It's been awesome, this event. Actually, it is such a bizarre experience because we are constantly watching like 3 or 4 games at once, and there's this point where your brain overloads with the amount of awesome that you're actually watching, and you're like, okay, which game am I commentating and which one am I kind of watching over there that's being played off the main stage right now?
What's actually what really, like, going back to the laptop setup we have, what's really hard for me, because I'm a guy that gets very excited by StarCraft 2, you know, fan first, caster second. I actually watch games unfold, and like Katowice is talking to me, or you know, maybe Artosis is trying to say something to me, and I'm looking at this game on my laptop, and I'm going, oh, I have to be silent because something huge is happening. But speaking of huge, in the bottom right here, it's the world champ down 0-1. This is Byun. Hands back on the keyboard.
That's the intro we could all wish for. But up here in the top left, his opponent, the Blue Zerg player playing for Team Liquid with an incredible game number 1. It is Snute.
Hopefully a little bit more relaxed here. It's not all over for him. He's against the fence. He's against the ropes. He's beaten, battered, and bruised, but he's not dead. Not yet.
Nuh-uh. Top 3 go through out of the groups, and he's still got a good shot here on Abyssal Reef.
Now, this map, I've brought it up a few times in this tournament. Very nice for TvZ, for the Terran, that is. So we'll see if the map terrain comes into play here. We do know that Byun is very, very good at your regular, you know, bio mine into tank compositions. He's not afraid to play early game. He's not afraid to play late game. Byun's like an all-rounder. He's a jack of all trades.
Absolutely. This is also a map, sorry, we've seen quite a lot of rushes on, but also counterattacks in the mid game have really been powerful. you know, the Terran just picking up and dropping on the high ground, dropping on the low ground has been great, but sometimes when a Zerg just explodes into attacking through the back of the third, running Banelings up into the natural, it can kind of work both ways when you've got so many paths across this map, and kind of getting over to your opponent's side can be a little bit awkward. Of course, we will have to wait and see what both players have in store for us. Byun here opening up with a very standard gas first into expansion, and looks like he's actually going to be going for that second barracks play. Going to pull out the classic 2 barracks double medevac stim rush.
My favorite TvZ build, and it's not because it's especially, you know, it's just an all-round. Like we just said, that Byun is an all-rounder. This build is just, you know, it's good at holding early pressure because you have units. It's a really good leader into the late game. You have plenty of production. Your very important structures, your factory, your starport, they're all there. You can get your upgrades with this as well. We know Mario likes to do a +1 with the 2-1-1 as well. So we'll see what Byun decides to do here. But yeah, this is such a, my point is it's a lovely drop. You get 2 medevacs with 16 Marines, and Stim, and an unsuspecting Zerg gets pretty wrecked by it.
And don't forget, in that last game, Snute was a little bit greedy. If Byun had kept building on Reapers, I completely believe he could have just won the game right there at that point when he took down the first Spine Crawler. But, you know, Snute lucked out just a little bit there. You can call it, you know, him understanding exactly where Byun would transition as well from his own knowledge. But there's definitely a little bit of luck. So maybe Byun is looking at this game too, and he's saying, maybe I just want to be able to put on more pressure to you, exercise those insane mechanics, that multitasking, and there is no build better than this one because he's going to be able to dance Marines around on the edge of creep, back and forwards, hit from many angles, and really maintain that pressure. There's no, you go push across the map, the Zerg defends, and then you go back to your side. With this sort of playstyle, you are constantly able to control the map and the flow of the game, so it really plays towards Byun's strengths. And
it's such a powerful, you know, Stim Marines so early in the game with medevac support is such a powerful combination. See some links here from Snute actually doing a little bit of damage.
And he's actually built a lot more of them right now.
Wow.
He's going to send a couple to clean up this Reaper on the third, which is a bit of a shame because that's going to slow him down getting across the map. And this Reaper being a real pain in the butt. Yeah, Byun's so good with that Reaper. Does see drones popping out, doesn't know about these extra Zerglings, but I'm very curious about those Zerglings. Oh man, this Reaper really getting worked on. He's going to get a drone kill. He's already forced multiple drones to build structures earlier as well as now. And these Zerglings, I feel like they've missed their window. There's just too many Marines up there.
Byun is walling off on the right here. Snute going to go straight for the throat through the rocks by the looks of it. Yeah, he does.
Go up. That's too many Marines. Unless those, yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get a good angle here.
Not at all.
Picks off a, doesn't even get a single SCV. This is a bit of a shame for Snute here. Of course, those Zerglings could have been drones. Didn't quite find the opening he wanted. Early advantage to Byun.
Yep. Completely deflected is Snute, and he's changing up into a Baneling nest, so it looks like he might be going for Ling Bane Muta, perhaps. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, he is building extra queens. He can still go into a macro play from here. It's probably just a safety Baneling nest, but with these early Zerglings out on the map, I was thinking for a moment he might just go a bit crazy, take the early advantage and see if he could finish it, but no, it looks like he is just going to play quite calm for now, and I think his Zerglings would love to find these medevacs and just camp underneath them to stop the Marines unloading.
They are going to catch these Marines in there, but unfortunately there are quite a few, and they do have Stim, so he needs to be careful here. Wow. Byun's been trading very well in this game so far, as the observer's showing us here via the units lost tab. Third hatchery just completing now for Snute, and we know that Snute loves to have queens, lots and lots of queens.
Not a lot of creep spread over here yet. These queens are not very mobile. Snute, I'm not sure if he has the numbers right now. Oh no, terrible miss micro. His Zerglings go in, their numbers get gutted, and now the meat is gone. The queens are being exposed. The medevacs were not focus fired properly by Snute. His defenses fall apart.
GG, Byun with the 2-1-1. Manages to catch Snute with his pants down, unfortunately, and getting a pretty swift, decisive victory in Game 2.
Yeah, decisive from Byun and indecisive from Snute, I think, is the biggest story there.